Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have been drawn to watch this reading for your particular sign, maybe there's something here that I'll be able to tap into for your current situation between you and the person that you're focused on. So the question I'll be tapping into is, when will I see you again? This is for those who are definitely at a distance from one another. You are maybe in no contact, in separation, either recently or maybe it's been a long time. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what that vibe looks like here for the collective. General advice as always. Keep that in mind throughout the reading, and let's dive right into it, guys. Hi there, Taurus. Welcome. So let's grab some insight for you. When will you see this person again? If that truly is what's meant to be for the two of you to reconnect. Let's take a look at that energy. All right, here we go for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. First message, we have the number 15. Confusion. We have grown. Okay. So maybe at one point in time, either this person was giving you mixed signals where it did confuse you, or you just weren't sure the direction that things were growing or going. But interestingly enough, it says we have grown. So maybe you guys have learned lessons tied into this whole connection. Maybe enough time has passed that you can see things from a very different light, a different angle. Maybe they can as well. Okay, let me grab another one. Let's see what else. Look at this, guys. Okay, number 16, you're the one. Maybe they didn't realize that you were the one when you guys were younger or when you first connected. But this person is coming through letting you know that they acknowledge that you're the one that they want. You're the one that they love. Let's grab one more here. I'm ready to tell you everything, but they're feeling vulnerable. We have the number 28. For somebody, maybe that's your age, but it could be a birth date, or some other significance. But we do see that they are vulnerable. So if you are not obviously hearing from your person, because we are focused on those of you who are not together, I feel that could be the one thing that's either stopping them from communicating, stopping them from reaching out to you, but I feel they really do want to, especially considering that there's nobody else that can compare to you. You're it. You're the one that this person truly wants in their life. All right, so let me set these guys aside and let's grab some tarot messages. And towards the end of the reading, I will grab 3 time frames. And feel free to choose whichever time frame comes through. I will be choosing 3 cards, and just pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. Focus on your person, and hopefully the time frame that comes through will offer you more clarity. All right, Taurus, so here we go. What else do we need to know here for Taurus? We do have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. So I have a feeling here, because I am, again, focusing on those who are at a distance from one another. There was a point where they didn't make you a priority. And I feel after having spent time away from you, they now recognize that they dropped the ball. They recognize that they should have given the relationship, given you more attention, to be able to give back to the relationship perhaps more of the effort that they lacked back then. Let's see. We've got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this person definitely loves you. They want a fresh start. They want a new beginning. We do have the Lovers card right after that. For some of you guys, you could be thinking of a Gemini here. You could be interacting with another earth sign, though, or even a water sign. But regardless of the signs, I feel these 3 cards are coming through because part of the 2 of Pentacles is that they were juggling too many things. It could have been people. Maybe they were a bit wishy-washy with their commitment towards you. And it's coming through here because I feel this is somebody who wants to make a very different choice moving forward. They choose you. they want to be able to be your ideal person, your ideal mate in this lifetime. They want a new beginning here. They still feel incredibly connected to you. Let's see what else. So you guys might have had a difficult breakup. It wasn't easy for either one of you. What else for Taurus? All right, we've got the Knight of Cups coming through here. So I feel for my divine feminines, especially when you were dating this masculine, they might have swept you off your feet, you know, with the words that they were saying to express their feelings or their love for you. I'm just feeling for some that initially they might have had commitment issues. They could have been very charming, you know, just said all of the right things, did all of the right things. But at the end of the day, when it came time to full commitment, they couldn't do that. You know, I'm also feeling for some of you guys, maybe you had an age gap big enough that maybe they were a little bit more immature, or they just weren't thinking long term. You know, it could have been that for some of you guys. But I do feel we now have a masculine, even if in some circumstances they might be younger than the feminine. This person has matured enough to know what they want. Yeah. We do have the Death card. Some of you guys could be thinking of a Scorpio. You could have Scorpio in your chart. I actually like the progression of this because this could again be a masculine whose more immature side is no longer a factor. So, you know, it's like the end of the old way of how they were with you, especially if they were non-committal, if they just wanted to keep things casual, you know. And they could have also been talking to other people. The Lovers card can sometimes indicate that, you know, with third parties. So I feel the end of the relationship could have also been a blessing in disguise, because it allowed this person to live their life however way they needed in the meantime, to grow up a little bit, to mature, to see things in a very different way. And I feel this could be a masculine divine feminine that now knows and realizes that you're the one that they want. So they had to live life without you in order to see this. So that Death card as well is representing the changes that they've gone through. And when the time is right, perhaps it could also represent a new beginning, which is what I feel they want. And we've got the Sun. This is so beautiful. Some of you could connect with a Leo as well. Any of these signs mentioned here could also represent what you've got in your chart. I'm getting really good energy from this particular reading, Taurus. I feel you absolutely deserve to be happy in your love connection. And there seems to be a real possibility of reconnecting with your person. And again, I'm feeling the time apart did you guys good. It was good for this person, especially if they represent the younger counterpart here. And it doesn't have to be a huge age gap. For some of you guys, it's just a year, 2, 3 years, but it's enough in the mental space and the heart space that they needed to grow up in that sense, to know what it's like to lose this amazing love and not have it available, and really missing it and wanting to restore it. I feel that's what this person has gone through. You know, you guys deserve happiness together if that's what you both want. I feel the universe will find a way to bring you guys towards each other to talk about this and to, you know, really contemplate if it's worth a second chance. I feel for the majority, you'll come to find that it absolutely is worth fighting for. All right, so let's go ahead and grab those time frames, guys. So while I'm shuffling, go ahead and think of either the number 1, 2, or 3. And I'll go ahead and pull 3 cards. And let's see what the time frame is. When will I see you again is the question. For those who are apart, in separation, and more than likely in no contact. All right, number 1. Here you go. All right, let's grab a second card. If you chose number 2. What is the time frame for Taurus number 2? All right, that's our second card right there. Let me grab one more. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. A third time frame, please. Here we go. And that one just flew off my desk. Let me grab it. All right, so there you go. Those are the 3 time frames, guys. So if you chose number 1, here it is. When you least expect it. So this one reminds me of divine timing. It's one of those things where you will drive yourself crazy if you continue to just focus on the time as to when things will happen, when they will reach out, when you will see them, you know, when you guys will work it out. It's one of those things where you have to turn it over to a higher power to bring it to you when the time is right. Okay, so I feel it's still a positive answer in that it will come to you. You just don't know when, you know, but that could be a blessing in and of itself. So continue to just focus on you, the journey that you're on in the meantime. And again, when the universe feels it's the right time for you to manifest this, it'll happen. Okay. If you chose number 2, here we go. It will happen on a Monday. Interesting. That could, of course, pertain to any Monday moving forward. So again, it's one of those things where you can't focus too much on when it will happen because time, as we know, it's constantly shifting and changing and moving. So it's really difficult to pinpoint exactly when something will occur. But this might give you an indication, especially on Mondays, you know, you never know. It could actually manifest at that time. All right. So for number 2, that's what's coming through. If you chose number 3, you guys ended up getting Wednesday. So all of these days of the week that are popping up for time frames, that could be significant. Some of you guys might also know that this person was either born on a Monday or a Wednesday. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. You can look it up online. It's like there's Monday's child, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way through Sunday, Wednesday's child. And the messages are pretty fascinating when it comes to a person's life, their personality, and how they're able to navigate their life. It's pretty interesting stuff. So yeah, this person might have been born on a Monday or a Wednesday, or you guys truly are able to reconnect, or you might receive some sort of message, either 5D or 3D on a Monday or Wednesday. All right, so that's what's coming through here, guys. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments if, you know, something actually manifests on those particular days, especially for those of you who got the when you least expect it. Feel free to share with us in the comments if, you know, something actually manifests for you. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. I'll link the decks down below as well. Thank you so much. Catch you next time. Take care.